Ilia Topuria lost to Justin Gaethje in the main event of Freedom 250. And friends, this loss has severely damaged his aura, his confidence, and his fan base. Everywhere you look now, people are giving Ilia Topuria suggestions, and at the same time, they are trolling him. But what is the real reason behind this loss? For this, you'll see 70 different kinds of doctors suddenly appear. They say that after someone dies, 70 doctors are born. That's why after a loss, 70 analysts will also be born. But the real reason behind this loss can only be told by the fighter himself. So we were all waiting to see what statement Ilia Topuria would give. When he spoke to us, would he make excuses? Would he accept the truth that Justin Gaethje packed his bags? So friends, first of all, Ilia Topuria's first statement has arrived in this video. I will discuss it with my brothers and talk about what Ilia Topuria's mentality is like after this loss. Along with that, friends, Justin Gaethje completely and straightforwardly refused Ilia Topuria rematch after this victory, saying, "What rematch? Man, why should I give a rematch?" You're probably wondering when Ilia Topuria will fight again. But brother, have you even thought about when the undisputed champion Justin Gaethje will fight next? Today, I'll tell you that in this video as well. Oliveira has sensed the opportunity, thinking that he can become the lightweight division champion once again. So he's saying, I'll put my BMF belt on the line. Gaethje, you put your lightweight belt on the line. Let's have a rematch. How could Islam Makhachev stay behind? I'll also tell you how he targeted Ilia Topuria. And along with that, Peter Yan and Sean O'Malley have started going back and forth with each other, meaning these two should fight each other. And those who actually deserve a rematch, what are they supposed to do? Just sit there frying pakoras? Meaning anything is happening inside the UFC. So today's video, friends, is going to be really amazing. You'll get every update, from Ilia Topuria's health to his rematch, and even his future plans. But before moving ahead, first of all, friends, Ilia Topuria's statement has arrived. He said, "Justin, congratulations." Meaning, Justin Gaethje, congratulations. You said you would leave your mark on my face, and you did. You said that you would leave marks on my face. And congratulations, Justin, you did exactly that. You left plenty of marks on my face. You took the sight from my right eye in the first round, and by the end of the second, from my left too. Here, Ilia is saying that by the end of the first round, friends, he had stopped being able to see out his right eye, and as soon as the second round ended, he had also stopped being able to see out his left eye. We saw that the doctor came and examined Ilia's eye. They saw that Ilia couldn't see, so they wanted to stop the fight. But the referee and Ilia insisted, saying, "No, brother, we have to fight." But then he wrote, "No excuses. I don't want to make any excuses. I had one of the best camps of my life. I came in sharp, prepared, and ready. Last night was your night." Meaning I'm not going to make any excuses here. My training camp was excellent. Many times a question comes up that maybe the training camp wasn't good. But brother, the training camp was excellent. Ilia himself is accepting that. After that, he said that he came in sharp. He came prepared. He came ready. So for us to say that because of the issues he was having with his wife, his mind wasn't in the right place, he wasn't mentally prepared, or that he had ring rust, none of that was true. Here, Ilia Topuria clearly said, "I was at my best, and Justin Gaethje broke my best version here." Ilia Topuria himself is accepting that here. Then he further wrote, "That's the nature of the game," meaning this game of fighting has that very nature. Glory and pain walk side by side. Then he wrote, "I will heal," meaning first of all, I will heal. I will rest. I'll rest, and I will return stronger. And after that, I will return even stronger, wiser and far more dangerous, meaning I will come back as a fighter who fights with an even better IQ and as an even more dangerous version of myself. Then he wrote, "And trust me, Justin Gaethje, this story between us is far from over. The story between you and me is not over yet. We will have our rematch. We will definitely have our rematch." So by looking at this entire post, 2 or 3 things become clear. He is absolutely not taking any credit away from Justin Gaethje. You've seen many fighters here who say, "There was this problem, there was that problem, something went wrong here, something went wrong there." what happens because of that is that you take away credit from the other person. Here, he is not taking any credit away from Justin Gaethje. According to him, brother, he came in well prepared. But that day was Justin Gaethje's night, and that's just the nature of this game. Friends, he made a mistake that day, and Justin Gaethje won this fight. But will he get a rematch? This is Justin Gaethje we're talking about. He has now become the undisputed champion of the lightweight division. According to him, there shouldn't even be a rematch. Because how many title defenses had Ilia Topuria made? None at all. And when he made his first title defense, friends, he lost his fight by one-sided domination. That's what Gaethje is saying, friends, that he lost. Fair enough. According to Ilia, the fight shouldn't have even been close. But friends, it wasn't one-sided. Justin Gaethje was taking shots too. But Justin Gaethje inflicted a lot more damage on Ilia Topuria. So a rematch doesn't make sense. All right, brother, Justin Gaethje is a champion. Now his opinion will be heard, and it should be heard. The champion now wants some time off, meaning Justin Gaethje will fight at the end of this year. But who will he fight? The first option is Arman Tsarukyan, and the second option is Oliveira. Right now, I want to tell you that Oliveira has challenged Justin Gaethje. He said, let's have a rematch. You put your undisputed lightweight title on the line. I'll put my BMF belt on the line. We'll fight for both belts in a single fight. So, friends, Oliveira has also caught the scent that something is cooking. Why not cook my own dish in this pot? Whether it's Oliveira or Arman Tsarukyan, one of these two will get the opportunity. With the damage that Justin Gaethje has done to Ilia Topuria, it will take him time to heal. But there's one more thing I want to tell my brothers. What injuries did Ilia Topuria suffer? Ilia Topuria's orbital bone around the eye has been broken, so he has suffered a minor eye injury here. But he doesn't need any surgery. He'll recover just by resting. That's the update. Along with that, friends, he also has minor fractures in his ribs. But even for that, there's no need for surgery. So Ilia Topuria has suffered injuries in many places. His entire face is swollen. They've turned him into Harry Potter's Voldemort by beating him up, and I think it'll take at least 6 months before you'll see the old Ilia Topuria again. Right now, it's hard to even look at his face. So friends, whether you believe it or not, Ilia Topuria's next fight will be a title fight. He will be given a rematch. But who will be the champion at that time? Will Justin Gaethje keep packing everyone's bags and be standing there in a rematch against Topuria? Or will Arman or Oliveira defeat Gaethje here? And then Ilia Topuria's fight will be against one of them? Only time will tell, brother. Islam Makhachev has also started taking shots at Ilia Topuria. And why wouldn't he? When you talk that much trash, you have to hear it too. To quit in the biggest fight of your career is something not everybody can do. Real law, meaning quitting in the biggest fight of your life while sitting on the stool. Not just anyone can do that. You are the real legend. Meaning he targeted the name that Ilia had changed from El Matador to Law. Meaning Makhachev is definitely having fun here. Below that he wrote, he who exalts himself will be humbled. There are levels in this game. Congratulations, Justin. You deserve this belt more than anyone. He said that the more cockiness someone shows, the harder they get humbled. And he said that there are levels in this game, brother. There's a huge difference between your level and my level. He congratulated Justin Gaethje and said, you deserve this belt the most, Justin Gaethje. But that was Makhachev's take. Khamzat Chimaev's take is completely different from his. Let me show you what Khamzat wrote. Khamzat wrote, those who rejoice at the defeats of others will never see greatness in this sport. Meaning those people who take pleasure in others losing or falling, who make fun of them, will never achieve greatness in this sport. So look, friends, you can see two completely different kinds of responses here. The biggest question that I want to ask my brothers is this. Does this colorful-haired doll Sean O'Malley deserve the next title shot in the bantamweight division against Petr Yan? Or should Merab get the rematch? According to Sean O'Malley, Petr Yan got lucky. Otherwise, if Petr Yan had been there instead of Jahabi, he would have knocked him out and become the champion. But friends, let me tell you, Petr Yan had accepted that he would fight at the White House against Sean O'Malley and defend his title, but Donald Trump refused. Petr Yan wrote, the UFC were afraid of you. meaning the UFC was afraid for you. They needed to be sure you won in the White House. They wanted you to win at the White House, which is why they didn't choose me. They didn't want you to get beaten in the White House. They didn't want you to get beaten up at the White House. I gave my consent, meaning I had already said yes. I was ready to fight at the White House. That's why they gave you someone you can at least handle. I had already agreed, but the UFC gave you a fighter you could beat easily. Otherwise, if you had been standing in front of me, I would have made a tutorial out of you right there. I would have done your unboxing. Josh Hockett has pulled another stunt. He targeted Barack Obama's wife. He asked everyone, is Barack Obama's wife a man? Meaning you can make him say as much nonsense as you want. One day he'll create such a controversy that it'll come back to haunt him, and he'll end up going around with folded hands in front of people, saying, brother, that was just a character. That was just a character. But by then, no one will believe him. So friends, it's fine if you talk trash, but there should be a line. How did you like today's video? Let me know by commenting in the comment box. And there's still a lot more to happen, and you'll be getting videos about all of it